Hey everybody, welcome back. Super Auto Pets. You know, I've been playing a little pay to win. Why don't you put me back on the free to play for a bit? I've been playing a little bit this weekend too. I've been having a good time. You know, when you play, by the way, first off, let me caffeinate. Sip. Secondly, I just want to say the community has gotten good again. There was like, when I started, I was around average level. Then I had a stream where I ascended. The community came up to meet me. Then I kind of diminished. Then I had like a little breakthrough over the past maybe 4 or 5 days. Then this weekend, oh my god, people are great again. But being on the free-to-play build means you are destined to run into a lot of horses. Which is honestly fine, okay? You can actually, you want to buy a horse first. That's a gimme. I definitely think we want a duck so that we can sell it and make all of our future animals better. You also get the buff on that. You also get the buff on this. And we want to keep the horse in the middle because the horse is not doing anything else. So we want to, well, actually, I think we want to keep the horse at the front. Even though they're probably going to die, we want to make sure the ant buffs the duck. That seems sensible. I think you can freeze another ant just in case. We should lose round 1. Let's be the upset astronauts. There's almost an alliteration. It just sounds nice. I expect to lose round 1. Well, it's a similar squad here. So we trade, but then you buff. And then we trade, and then you buff, and then we draw. Okay, nothing wrong with that. The miffed legs. What a name. What a name. What a Thursday. What a concept. Okay. Now you gotta think about this, okay? I think this is a sell me, buy me. Because if we reroll, we lose the benefit of the buy here. 5-2 ant. To me it looks like this. And we want, in IMO, we want the ants at the back. This is a maybe, but probably a roll. That annoys me, but that's okay. We got a full squad. You know, technically the horses maybe should be behind the cricket. So that they, I mean, obviously. So that they get the buff on the 1-1 cricket that comes out. But I'm also happy my cricket will have a very good... Oh, frick. Actually, we win, don't we? Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not saying we did it perfectly, but we did okay. Those early wins, they count just the same as the late game wins. So I'm a happy man there. I do think if we're going to roll a horse build, we want to combine our ants, throw in a spider, like so. We have to think. We probably want to combine our horses, but we are getting double buffs out of them right now. I mean, I'm kind of, and this might surprise you. I think you roll like cool horse at the back. The coolest horse is the horse with the most stats. And then like this. And then I think we just buy out for the time being. Knowing the cricket will probably last a little bit. The spider's going to last longer than anybody, I think. So let's go like this. So you're actually... I'm going to invest in making our current squad better in the hopes that... Like, we're not going to spend money on rerolls. I like the squad that we got going on here. I like our stats. We'll try to get a level 2 horse next turn, which would go a long way for us. I see this is a little dangerous, okay? A 5-5 swan is tough to deal with. Okay, you kill my spider, which is not great news. Then you kill my giraffe. You create a cool bee, but luckily we defeat the bee. This is a draw? This is a win. I'm stunned. Okay. Our horse build beats their horse build. So far, so good. 2 wins. And we haven't even really begun to peak yet, which is kind of nice. Let's make sure we're caffeinating. A duck doesn't interest me that much right now. I love it in the early game. We're really fishing for something. One thing you can do is kill this ant. I'm okay with the buff, believe it or not. Then we gotta think, is this really the time to roll like a peacock? The answer is no, in my opinion. I think we can roll. I do like a dodo. I think we can afford to buy it. It gets a sick buff on this turn. And then, I mean, I think you freeze a beehive, roll me once. I don't love anything that we got going on here, more or less. Unfortunately. And then, to be honest with you, I think we prefer like this. Let's see. I don't want to roll 2 horses any longer. I want to pivot out of our horse build into like stronger units. So maybe we should have actually prioritized. Maybe we should have prioritized like the peacock, but I don't know. I'm okay with it for now. You know, we do okay here. You're given melon armor. That's a given. We create a bee. The bee's going to trade with the flamingo. The ant's going to get 1 shot despite the stat upgrade. We're going to get a 4-2. We're gonna actually win again. I mean, somehow we bought ourselves a lot of space with these dubs early on here. So I'm not disappointed in that. But we gotta figure out what the heck we're doing here. You can definitely... It sucks to lose the double buff, okay? But we need to start doing something. You can definitely roll like this, and then an ox. I feel like behind the spider. I don't really love a garlic yet. Why don't you give me a roll? I'll take another spider for now. And a sheep is an amazing hit here, right? Like, I actually feel like you probably sell the dodo. It no longer has its cool buff. And then you run sheep in front of the ox instead. I don't think you need to freeze a pill. Just roll me. A dog is kind of like, it's an important part of this build, but I actually think it's a little late to try to get the dog build to run. I think instead we're trying to get to like level 5 and 6 units maybe that can define our run quickly, because our spam build is going to run out of utility pretty soon. That's nasty. It's known nastiness. Your melon armor was perfect. Oh, or was it perfectly executed? Because now we're going to get you. Which is fine. We do want a level 2 horse for the time being, though. There's a little melon armor for me. And a little buff. Excuse me? Where's my buff and melon armor? We ain't sweating it. I'm stunned, kind of, that we're out here. What is this, like 4 wins? 4 wins, 0 losses? I feel like this build is not that good, and I'm not just trying to flex. But here we are. Okay, so this is big. I think you definitely want the spider to level up to see what you get. I'm not thrilled with what we got, but that's okay. I think you can sell the cricket to start running a whale. The problem is you got to figure out where to place this son of a gun. I think... Because, like, okay, well, we know we're selling you. But then, like, a whale eating a spider is not so bad because it gets a nice buff here. The only problem is that it will lose the meat, which is a pretty big element of this right now. Or we could try running something like this. And the downside of it is that we're only going to summon 1 ram. But no matter, as long as we have 5 units, no matter where we put you, you're always going to only summon 1 ram on the whale swallow. So I'm not thrilled. I think this is a thinker, if you will. Freeze 1 cupcake, just in case. Roll me once. I think this is a snail freeze situation, and honestly, why don't you go ahead and buy me this cupcake. Because I think I misrepresent, or I misunderstood the cupcake for a long time. I was like, why would I pay for temporary stats? Well, because winning is permanent. How about that? So I'm not scared of too much here. I don't mind this. The math on that is unfortunate. That blowfish is going to be a little spooky. However, we have oh no, because you're going to hit several times. Not the horse. I can live with that. You were going to die anyway. What are you thinking? Like, there's no way you're going to pull through this 11-8, I think. Except for when you do. And then we draw? That's amazing to me. But it's also a great indicator that we're getting past the point where, like, the scaling is working for us. We got to start rethinking how this is going to go down. So a Rooster is an amazing unit if we can level it up and get it buffed. Are we willing to get... I mean, the Ox did a lot of work. But this is the thing. Do you want to get sunk in the quicksand? Because this is how you get sunk in the quicksand. What do I mean by this statement? Well, if we stick with this build, we're going to hit diminishing returns really soon. So, I think that we're getting to the point where we can start to try to build something better. I think we're probably going to suffer some losses temporarily, so if you'll excuse me for a second here, I think we're going to sell our horse and start pivoting this whole frickin' build. We're going to buy a Rooster. We're going to buff the Rooster. We don't need to... Well, honestly, I'm like, maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to freeze 2 snails. The Rooster is getting buffed because the buff... No, not going to happen. The buff benefits us, but is also the most likely... That's probably better, right? Yeah, that seems better. Your stats will still be 7-7, I think. It's the most likely to benefit us long term, and its stats also give us a bonus in the time that it's being used in the first place. Okay, so we got a very similar build here, but you got great scaling from the monkeys. Your kangaroo scares the crap out of me. I would describe myself as moderately frightened for certain. I think that kangaroo is gonna pop off, man. Excuse me, why do I have a 3-3 chick there instead? Yeah, this seems bad. I see your spam here, and I respect it. I would like to steal it for myself, okay? There's no way we're punching through this kangaroo. Just embrace it. Even if we do, which we can't, we're not going to get through the monkeys. You know what? We're actually going to draw. Our team was so much worse, but the Ox having just exactly the right stats. What a world we live in. Okay, I mean, I do think you can, even though it doesn't specifically help us right now. I still think you keep one snail around just in case. I recognize the problems with this. I genuinely do. So we actually don't like this anymore. This is no longer, it doesn't appeal to me. So I guess we'll just have you eat the sheep. Maybe roll that instead. And, just thinking. I'm thinking, let's buy, no, you know what, I would rather not buy salad. I'm gonna buy salad, please hit my chicken. You're a piece. Our Ox might stick around. That's what I was worried about. Like, the chicken is the only unit I really care about here. It's the light of my life. This is, and I know I said this before and been wrong, this definitely looks like a loss. All of these units have good stats. That's unfortunate for me. But, oh no, the Rhino. The Rhino has a combo. And then it smacks me. 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 And then I get a buff, but it's not enough. That dude, Andrew Dinkum. What a squad. That's a nasty squad there with the sun hat. Deals us our first loss. I'm content to say that that's long overdue, honestly. The parrot can be very interesting. What do we not want on this squad? Honestly, the whale is getting pretty close to being... Actually, the sheep is largely useless. Sell me. Are we going to roll a parrot? Copies the level 1. So on death, you could summon another parrot, or you could get the effect of the ox benefit, or you could summon a little creature. I'm not sold on the parrot, okay? What I am sold on is a cow is nice. And we already know that the cow is going to feed the chicken. Then we're going to no. End turn, give the friend a head, +1/+1. End turn is like the scaling in battle, or outside of battle here. I feel like, what? I feel like one of the big parts of our ability to succeed here is honestly getting like a level 2 chicken. A rhino is very interesting as well, don't get me wrong. And I think you definitely want a snail out here. Just because of the buff it gives is out of control. And I guess, you know, people are going to look at this and be like, what's wrong with you? I think we gotta get some benefit out of this. Our spider is not good. Like, when it... look, just send it. I predict a loss, okay? But I think our chicken allows us to start dreaming of future wins. At least it's only a level 1 turtle. This is a nasty squad. Kangaroos, nasty, nasty squad, man. 6-4. We beat you. That's fine. Your melon armor, I understand the way that this is going to go. This is why we really want to see... Oh, you piece. This is why we really want to see a level 2 chicken. Oh, no. It's my white weenie build. I think we win this, honestly. Or we come very close. Because, like, our chicken is just really strong. And as long as we kill you, even if you kill me, we're making it. Yeah. Alright, well, this actually went really well. But imagine if we had 2 level, or 22-1 chicks that came out afterwards. Okay. Well, we don't care about a snail leveling up. A hippo that gets cracked can get a little nasty. So let's start here. Leopard is an interesting one too. Hippo has that, it has that scaling potential though. One thing's for sure, we don't care about our whale in the slightest. So I do think that maybe we're on round 10. I'm a little scared of the hippo being a little late to the party. You know what? I feel like we can roll a leopard here. Makes a nice sound when it comes out too. And then the chili pepper can be pretty good. We'd rather have like melon armor on you though, I think. We unfreeze that. That's my bad. We're not going to invest in our spider. The rhino also, it appeals to me mightily. I think we can freeze the rhino for the future. We're looking to level up the leopard for sure. And the leopard also benefits from a buff here. So, oh, by the way, probably should get rid of our snail at some point. My mistake. Probably a little bit more valuable to keep a whale than a snail. But alas, what's done is done. I see what you're doing here, but I kind of... Oh, you have a level 2 chicken. Okay. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing we got there. I still feel okay. It's a nice hit. We knew this was coming. The melon armor is a piece for sure. But dude, this ox is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. We're gonna summon our own. Yeah, 2 chicks. You're done. Dude, the rooster is doing some serious work. This is 6 wins. on a build that I was not feeling great about, to be honest, do we roll a Rhino in front in the hopes that it can just... It really screws up a white weenie build. We can sell the snail. We can roll a Rhino. It basically has to be in front. We're keeping this frozen because it's like the most valuable piece of the puzzle. Tiger is disgusting. There's no wrong answer. I feel like you can sell your spider and then roll a tiger behind a rooster at like the very back. In which case, when the rooster dies, it will summon 4 chicks with the same attack. I think. So the spider was not going to be part of the squad much longer anyway. Why don't you give me a tiger at the very back, chicken right here. The ox now has no purpose, just to be honest with you. So I think maybe the benefit there is you sell the ox, buy a leopard, roll me, knowing that this gets us there next time. I wish that this was not honey, but, you know, we should spend our money. If we're going to do something, we should spend our money. So we might as well get you closer to leveling up, I guess. Again, this is not ideal, but this is our necessary pivot from like surprising early and mid-game superstar to hopefully like having the potential to go wild. This is a loss. If you run into turkey fly, you just give up, basically. Unless the rhino can go freaking wild, which it will not. Obviously. This is a disaster. Especially considering it's a level 2 turkey. The only thing I'm hoping for is maybe the 4 roosters. Oh my god, I was so wrong. I apologize. We actually easily won. And I now sound like I was sandbagging the whole time. Wasn't my intention. So this is a combine. We didn't have space in the shop, which was my bad. We should have set that up. Freeze me, buy me, buff me. This I'm okay. I know that the chicken gets the benefit too, but the leopard is quite nice. Also, the leopard works well with the tiger, but I'm not gonna mix it up too much right now. We're just gonna buy you. Maybe I guess we don't sell you yet. We're looking for something. A snake is kind of disgusting. Especially if you can get a snake behind something that lives for a while, like. That's kind of insane. So, like, behind the rooster, perhaps. But, I don't know. I like what we got here. I think... Look, for the time being, I do think you sell cow. You might as well buy snake and put it behind leopard and hope for the best. Roll me once. Give me another leopard. A stake on our rooster... Or, sorry, on our hippo... is also great. Maybe melon armor on our rooster in the future then? So we're at 7 wins, 1 loss. I'm starting to believe we can get there, but I'm holding my breath a little bit. This is horrible, obviously. It's disastrous. That's even worse. And I like your snake build here. Great minds think alike. Good shot. One good turn deserves another, I suppose. Now, we only summoned 2 chicks, unfortunately. If we'd summoned 3 or 4 by having a tiger, we actually would have won. But our tiger getting iced by the dolphin, was it? I mean, that was just it was a move of pure genius. What can you say? Try it. Try it. I still believe in this. I understand what killed us last time. But this is where you just go like, what are the odds that the exact same thing happens again? Hopefully somewhat low. And then roll it. Because this is where it could all come crashing down. 7 wins, 1 loss is great. 7 wins, 3 losses. Little less so. So we do 4 damage to you on turn. Oh, unless, maybe, we got so lucky we busted your melon armor open. That throws a monkey wrench into your whole plan, I'm sure. because this is a huge play. Melon armor just going wild, man. Okay, not bad, not bad. And then we got, you know, 12 roosters at the back just in case. I still feel like the snake can pop. Now, turtle is very interesting. I don't think it's the squad we want, but it's an interesting idea. We're kind of just fishing for what we're looking for here. I mean, honestly, I think you just buy a 1-up for the tiger. Then if... Oh, maybe. Maybe. Sure. Yeah, this is fine. Then if it gets sniped again, at least it comes back. Because we don't care about its stats. It's all about its ability. So we beat Dolphin now, I think. It's a nasty squad, of course. You don't really care to get a Scorpion hurt but not killed. But look at this. You piece? Doesn't matter. We brought back the tiger. The splash damage won it. Okay, look at that. Or the didn't win it, I should say. So we're at 9 wins. Kind of crazy, right? Take a little buff on me, please. Take a little buff on me. Freeze me. Roll me. Take a little buff on me. I think there's a chance. 9 wins is good. It's great. I don't want to set the expectations badly. I see your fly build, and it scares me. It does. But I also feel like our snake does pretty well versus a fly build. It at least landed 2 extra shots. Then you're going to do some... The splash damage is really bad. What the... Like, the splash damage is really bad for my overall builds here, but that's why you keep the tiger around. Now we get 4 24-2s. You're gonna get buffed to high heaven. I don't think we win, though. I think we lose, but it was so close. That was a fight for the ages right there. I want to say, by the way, just to be able to compete with the turkey fly build is exceptional. That is a huge surprise in and of itself. So believe it or not, I know you're going to be like, come on, man. But believe it or not, you actually have no real reason to level up the Rooster. It gets stats, but we can't summon 6 chicks. We could summon 3 and then have our tiger make the snake do better. You know, this is probably like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think you got a point. This would only summon 2 at the back, but you would hit every time you attacked, you would hit for 10 twice. I'm not willing to do it. What I am willing to do is get you to the next level regardless. I think that's important. And then basically freeze and just we're rolling for something that looks like the dream. Because it all comes down to this. I think probably the dream, as much as it might surprise you, is just maybe like melon armor on snake. If it lands 1 more attack, maybe we turn a loss into a draw. Okay, very similar squad here. Level 2 Dodo is very spicy. You got a similar sort of chicken setup here. I understand. You got a 5/5 bus. Melon armor has helped me out a little bit. It purged some melon armor. Can't be mad. It did half damage. Can't be mad. That sucks. There we go. We're still alive. Okay, I know you're summoning a bunch of pieces of garbage. It is what it is. You piece. So we lose this. It's a 9-win Marty. But you know what? That's not so bad. In the whole scheme of things, that's not so bad. We faded a little bit at the end, but I mean, when you run into turkeys, what do you expect? Thanksgiving? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. in Canada, at least. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!